So first thing when you walk in the classroom, I have my kind of mission control area. I have the calendar, school rules, mission statements, vision statements, bell schedules, and then what I added for a personal touch, I put an absent folder where I'll have these labeled by like the days of the month. And then if a student was absent on a particular day, it's like their responsibility to come in and pull, their absent work and get it completed. And then I also have this spot here for my sign out sheet for when students need to go to the office or the bathroom or nurse, they'll sign themselves in, sign themselves out. And then I have this place here for my homework excuse forms. If I've given a homework assignment, it's the student's responsibility to pick up one of these forms, and it kind of holds them accountable for them doing their homework. So I like this Mission Control Center. I think it's gonna help cut down on a lot of like paperwork. At least I hope it'll help cut down on a lot of paperwork. Next to my Mission Control Center, I have my board where I plan on putting all of my objectives. So in this corner here, I have a place where I can put all of my homeroom announcements that we get. I found this little director's chair from Home Goods, and I think it was just so cute, so I had to put it in here. And then I have a spot for my date, today's agenda, and I'll just list the different activities that we'll be doing in class, my objectives, standards, essential questions, my lesson plans, because we are required to have them posted in our classroom, a spot for homework, and then above it, I think it fell off all the way at the top here, is where I'll put my word of the day. And then next to my, but I put these lights so that if at any point students are like, I don't know what we're supposed to be doing, they have no excuse because there's like bright lights flashing right by it. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Got them from Amazon if you're looking for lights. And then next to that, I just have my computer cart, I'm excited because I have like my own set of classroom computers, and then I just have my document camera that's hooked up to my projector. Next is my teacher desk. I have my printer. I just put, some more of these little tassels around it. The file cabinet where I'll keep student writing folders and their graded work. I have this cabinet that's full of buku supplies. I have this dry erase board with these little magnets, and then a calendar I can put important dates on. And then here is my desk. It's super clean right now, but I know it's not gonna last that long. So I just found this lamp from Walmart in this gold apple, which I thought was cute. I have this frame that I need to bring a picture for, and then I also have this little USB operated aromatherapy because I've really gotten into those. I have this tray for student work so that I can categorize it and grade it, and then this little file organizer here for papers and things that I need to copy, grade, and so forth. So here is my teacher desk corner that I call my literacy corner. I have my bookshelf with group sets of books for when I want to do my book tasting literature circles, which I'll tell you guys more about a little later. And then I have my learning tree, which is bare at the moment because it's the beginning of the school year and no learning has been done. But each time the students and I finish a book, we are going to add tissue paper leaves to the tree, and then by the end of the school year, we'll have a fully grown tree that just encompasses this whole wall. And then on top of the bookshelf, I just put a couple of decorative accents just to make it cute. I have a quote that I have printed out at home that will be going inside of that frame, and then I just have to pick up some batteries because this lantern actually has a battery operated candle in it because I'm just extra like that. So yeah, here's a view of this whole corner. I'm really proud of it. A lot of other teachers are like, oh my gosh, she has a full tree in her classroom. Next to my literacy corner, I have these 3 cabinets, which I'm going to use to hold each section that I have. Their group work that they put on, like big butcher paper that they do and all things like that. And I actually painted the doors with this chalkboard black paint, and then I wrote Read, Learn, Grow because it's English. It's a little, you know, harsh because I'm not the best drawer, calligrapher. And then I have these motivational posters to kind of reinforce that growth mindset. And then up at the top are these baskets that I picked up from Michael's, and that's where the students will house their interactive notebooks for class. So as you can see, the chalkboard theme is real in this classroom. I have my focus clock, which I need to get batteries for. Then I made these 4 anchor chart posters. One shows my students how to properly introduce and cite evidence, which is so important for them. I have close reading tips because we're going to be doing a lot of that so that they can learn to comprehend the text that we'll be reading. I have a races response writing chart so that they know, how to write proper paragraphs. And then I also have this I'm upset chart, which basically shows all the phrases that I don't want them to use anymore because it's all about academic writing once we get into high school. View of them so you guys can see how corny I am. I kind of used, lyrics from popular songs to try to make them fit, the idea I was trying to convey. So I use Drake's song I'm Upset and change some of the words around. And then for the race writing strategy, I have Fast Like My Lambo, from Beyonce and Jay-Z. And then close reading tips, In My Feelings by Drake, because if they follow these tips, they'll understand it and it's never gonna let them down. And then I have my citing evidence chart that just says show me the receipts so that they can understand, the purpose for citing evidence. Extremely corny, but I think it's really cute. Super duper excited about having all these windows to let in natural light. I get very tired of having the overhead lights on, and sometimes I start getting migraines, so it's nice to know that I'll be able to cut them off and still get so much light inside of the classroom so that students will still be able to work and see and function. This chalkboard I have here is for my data charts, so each time that I give an assessment, I'm going to have all the standards listed from that assessment, as well as the student numbers so they can see if they mastered the standard, they were close to mastering it, and so forth. I just have to clean this board off a little bit more, but I mean, school starts Monday, so it's good how it is right now. And then these paper lanterns I just have on both sides. Oh, and I named my data chart wall Level Up because I want them to level up to the next level. So thanks, Sierra. And then I just put some Christmas lights around my projector so I have some backlighting whenever I turn the lights off and we're taking notes. I need to come and fix this side of the lights. They kind of went too far behind the board, but it's cute. And then my welcome to go with my chalkboard rustic wood theme I have going. And then on this side, on the other side of my projector, I have this wall, which I call my book review wall. So I kind of took this idea from something I saw off of Pinterest. In the Pinterest post, they let students, they called it a graffiti wall, and students basically just put quotes and little things like that they got from the book that they were reading. But me being the I don't want to have to take this down after every new book. I have like this little green placeholder where I'll put the book cover of whatever we're reading, and then I have these 2 sets of battery operated fairy lights because once again I'm extra and I love lights. So each time we read a book, students will just stick a Post-it note of a quote that stood out to them, or like a little short review blurb that they felt about the book, and by the time we're finished, the board will just be completely covered with reviews from students. Overall view of my front board and kind of how I have my desk set up, I am a little worried because I'm going to be having like 30 students in each class, but I feel like I've set my desk up in such a way that they'll have space and it won't be so chaotic. Yeah, I think it's really cute and it's not too busy. So here's a view of my 2018-2019 classroom tour. I had a lot of fun decorating. I'm a little mad at myself that I didn't record it before so you all could have seen what it looked like, but it wasn't too bad. But I had a lot of fun decorating the space. This is probably the biggest classroom that I've ever had. I love that it looks like a traditional classroom and not like a jail cell that some newer schools have with cinder blocks. It's like you come in and you can see that you're here to learn and you don't feel like you're a prisoner that's just trapped. So I really like the decor. I hope my students find it, inspiring to learn. If you liked this classroom tour, go ahead and like the video. Subscribe to my channel, and I'm really thinking about doing more teacher-related videos, so if that's something that you guys would like to see, subscribe to my channel. But until next time, bye.